Hey guys, NintendoCapriSun here, and believe it or not, we are playing another one of these ridiculous freaking lawyer games. Yeah, that's right, Great Ace Attorney 2 is coming your way, courtesy of Capcom. It has been a couple years, 3 years I think actually, since the last time I did one of these. The Spirit of Justice would have been the last one. I was actually just watching videos of that pretty recently, so I've been in kind of an Ace Attorney state of mind. So just for transparency's sake, I played the first game. Most of you guys know that, either by hearing me say it on a stream or whatever. But yeah, I played the first game on my own time, just to see what it was like to play a game without LPing it. And if I'm being honest, it really wasn't that different than playing it as an LP, so... yeah, so I have played the first game. Now we have to play the second game, and that I'm going to actually LP. So I was kind of hemming and hawing about maybe doing a recap of the first game, like a 5-minute quick recap, just to get everybody up to speed on where we're at. But I kind of get the feeling the game's going to do that for us. So actually, wait, no, select adventure. Let me see. No, this is the first game. We need to get back to number 2 here. How do you do that? Uh-oh. I mean, I don't want to start a new game. Oh, here we go. Here, oh, you just press right. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'll tell you what. Alright, I should be quiet. There might be voice acting here. I don't really know. I don't remember if there was voice acting in the first one. Oh, we got clouds. A cumulonimbus cloud, I think is what that is. Wow, that's really pretty. Oh, there's... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this is picking right up where the last one left off.
Standing here in the bright sunshine, looking out over the vast ocean. Those days in London seem like a dream. But I do miss my time in England's vast capital.
Oh, well, there's me, looking exactly...
flourishing into a truly wonderful lawyer.
Why is it exactly the same as Phoenix Wright?
He's fighting some noble cause in court.
Yeah, and he's probably bluffing his way through it too. You know. Oh, damn it! So at the end of the...
taking so long
I want to explain this, but I can't.
My life has been such a whirlwind since I returned.
Yeah, it has.
And no one could have predicted what has happened. Just 2 months after arriving home.
Oh, so she did make it in time? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, wait, hang on, what? Are we gonna have a what counter on this? Wow, are they showing us the perpetrator in the first case again?
So I came here today to ask something of you.
Well, but hang on.
Tomorrow, I shall be standing in court. For the only time in my life.
Are you sure? Wait. Oh my god, what? But I thought I was the lawyer. You're Maya. You couldn't have a case with Maya standing. Oh,
so
god.
Please, I ask for your guidance.
Oh, that,
Kazuma.
Kazuma stop. Oh, Kazuma. Wait, oh! Oh, there is so much to talk about here already. Okay. Alright, at the end of Ace Attorney 1. Most of you probably already know this, but just in case you don't. At the end of the first game, she left. Like, she was your sidekick all throughout the game. And at the end of the game, she found out her father was ill, and so she was rushing home to get to him. But it takes like 50 days to get there, because this takes place back in, like, the 1800s or whatever. And so, like, there was a very small chance she was actually going to make it in time before he passed away. So when it showed her next to the gravestone, I thought, oh, that's her dad. She didn't make it in time. He's dead. But that was Kazuma's grave. Now, Kazuma is like the Mia of this game. He dies in the first case. Well, actually, Mia died in the second case, but whatever. Yeah, so he was like Ryunosuke's, or should I say Naruhodo. That's the Phoenix Wright of this game, Naruhodo. That was his, like, mentor, and he ended up dying. And, there's a lot to go over with that, but I'm kind of thinking I can share my thoughts of the first game as we go through this one, but I don't want to stop too long on these screens. So, here I am again after 9 months, the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Wow. I feel so nervous, but I must steel my nerves and find a way to compose myself. Where is she gonna... Oh, God, wow, oh my gosh, he's still alive, oh. Oh, this is great! You're here. It doesn't do for a lawyer to be late. That is her dad, right? Oh. Hardly recognize you. You cut a fine figure, Counsel. Whoa, 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 hang on. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. But you look as white as a sheet, and those wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Oh dear. I should be talking in a Scottish accent, but I don't really know how to do that. The truth is, I'm so incredibly nervous I feel utterly nauseated. Wait, that was her. Shit. I almost wish that I'd never been born. Oh, don't say things like that. Oh goodness, not the sort of thing a father hopes to hear from his daughter. It is her father. Okay, okay. But why do you say she cuts a fine figure? That's kind of creepy. I don't know. Okay. Maybe that's just something they say over there. Yujin Mikotoba, professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University. I can't believe he's still alive. I thought for sure. Oh, man. A man who earlier in his life traveled to Great Britain to study the latest advances. Unless this is taking place before the first game, which I wouldn't put it past them to do that shit. But no, she wasn't even a lawyer in the first game. So she's like advanced to that. She's leveled up. Is this all just her game then? Like, is Naruhodo even in this at all, I wonder? Surely he has to be. Oh, hi there. Wow, so we had a Mia, we had a Maya, and now we have a Mura. I was gonna say Pearl, but she's too old. Would I be correct in thinking you're to be my lawyer in court today? Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. Well, you couldn't have possibly done it. You're too cute. Well, I want to thank you for agreeing to represent me, bowing really awkwardly like Yuna in that one scene in Final Fantasy X. I swear on my life. Do you have a name? Oh. It's a complete fabrication, this whole thing. Wow. You're dressed just like me. Rei Membani, born the same year as I, and my greatest friend. Oh, okay. Alright, Rei Skywalker. Though unusual for a woman in our time, she works at the University Research Laboratory helping my dad. Okay. And sadly, she's the defendant in today's trial. Well, there's a big surprise! Accused of committing a truly awful murder. How the hell do you look at this girl and say she committed a murder? Fuck off, man. Okay, are you feeling alright? Wow. Since we started talking, you seem, well, to have become a little flushed. Wouldn't you be? Oh my god, this is adorable. These animations are so good in these games. Well, it's just that, I am recording, right? Please, God. Okay, wait, let me double check. Yes? Yes. Okay, I am. Oh my god. That would have been so stupid. Okay, you look so gallant and dashing. Gallant? Wait, how am I am I dressed like a lawyer now? Like Naruhodo was in the first game or something? When I fall under your intense gaze, it makes me feel rather bashful. It almost makes me feel like you're a man. Goodness, I don't think she knows. She hasn't realized who I am. Ah, these games have great music, too. It would seem our little plan for this trial is going to work. Our little plan? What do you mean, Professor Mikotoba? What, am I pretending to be a guy because they wouldn't let guys do this back then? And even if your best friend can't see through disguise, I think we can No! Wait, she's pretending to be Naruhodo? Yes, I've never tried dressing this way before, of course. But you've never tried dressing any other way besides whatever. So I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. Maybe you get to be a waitress in a future case. But this does make me feel a little relieved, as you say, Father. Father? Yeah, that's right. Oh, can I see myself? Is there a mirror around here? Oh, dear. Also, we're not doing an investigation. We're just going right into a trial. That's fine by me. I like the trials better anyway. Is that you? Oh. I'm so sorry I didn't say something sooner, Ray. It's just that... Well, she only just now realized. I didn't even pick up on that. Like, I thought she just knew. So, what are you doing? What's going on? What? Oh, it's a good thing. They're not on the what counter for me in this case. That varsity uniform, that varsity cap, that varsity cape, that varsity badge. Look at you. You look for all the world just like a student of the Imperial Yume University. A male student. I'm so glad you think so. It means all my preparations have been worthwhile. I woke at 4 this morning to make a start. Oh, God. But I don't understand. Why are you dressed like that? Well, you see... Oh, they're deliberately not showing her because they just want to drag it out. It was the only way. Prolonged, what is it, like delayed gratification? There you go. So the only way she would be permitted into the Supreme Court to take on your defense in this trial. My defense? We got like a Mulan situation going on here. I haven't even seen Mulan, but I know enough to know what happens. Never before in my life have I felt so frustrated at having been born into this body. Courts in Japan are barred to women. We're not even allowed to set foot inside the courtroom. Well, that's a load of shit. Then once again, though, this is like back in the old days when people were stupid. Despite the fact that the laws of the land apply to all people, male and female alike. Yeah, that is a double standard if I have ever seen one. But women are forbidden. Just for today, I'll be leaving my... Okay, so I should give her a man's voice then. Just for today, I'll be leaving my true self at the courtroom door. So that I can act as your lawyer, as a man. I have to do this. Oh, Susato, you'd go to such lengths for me? Well, I love you. Of course, you're my greatest friend. This is gonna be so weird. I'm just worried that I shouldn't be the lawyer you deserve. Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, if not for you, I'd basically be defending myself. Yeah, well, wait a minute, what if a woman is a defendant, then she's allowed into the courtroom? Oh, wow, that's convenient. Jeez. It's so strange, though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already. And yet, just because you're a woman? What a wretched reason. Yeah, you're telling me. I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed in court? You're so gallant and dashing. Well, if you look really close, her eyes are, like, gleaming a little bit. It's so cute. Ray, please don't look at me like that, with those flushed cheeks and doting eyes. Actually, do look at me like that, because then they'll buy that I'm a man, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, it's just, you really do look so dashing. Yeah, you mentioned that once or twice. Jeez. Whoa, ha, 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 ha. You should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man. We've been over this already. I'm pleased, I think. It certainly helped to bolster my confidence today. Oh, more on this. Ray, you're managing to put on a brave face in all this, but I can see through it. I've noticed how your shoulders are slumped and how you're trembling ever so slightly. Susato. You do believe me, don't you? No, I think you did it, and I'm deliberately gonna lose on purpose to get you put away. I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder? Of course. You have nothing to worry about. Your conscience is perfectly clean. As clean as my drawers. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. Perfectly clean. Clean, clean, clean. I have absolutely no doubts in my mind about your innocence, which is why I'll stand by you until the bitter end in this trial. Whatever happens, I'll always be on your side. You take it on the other side, because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer. That means so much to me, Susato. Susato, I think, is technically how you say it. I always say Susato, but I don't know. So if there's, like, technically a... Also, I don't know, like, when I'm going to be uploading these. Probably Sunday and Wednesday. But that might not be for another month. I'm recording this on February 5th at, like, 12:04 a.m., so... Court's about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom once, dude. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the bailiff voice. Yeah. You should go in at once, Ray. If you're late, the judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty. But I'm not allowed in there, I'm a woman. Stand aside! Oh, okay, a little rush of confidence there. Not bad, pretty natural, though. I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast. Well, she just wants to get it over with. It's like your sister's high school graduation. You gotta go just to get it over with. Well, Susato, you're certainly surprised your father. Going to such lengths to be admitted into the courtroom, and with no prior experience of being a lawyer. Well, that's okay, because there's some god controlling you, because we're in a video game right now, so you're gonna win no matter what happens. But anyway, there's simply no other... Oh, there's simply no other way. There's all there is to it. But, Father, you haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm right in assuming that Ray doesn't know how it came to this? How did it come to this? Are you talking about, like, why are you being a lawyer, or... Yes, quite right, I've got that information from her. Is there a reason Naruhodo couldn't be here because he was supposed to be the one to defend her? It would only worry her if she found out that no other lawyer would agree to take her case. Oh, is that what it is? Jeez, like we never heard that before. I didn't want to burden her with that. Is it true? The reason why every other lawyer is refusing to take the case? Is it really because of who the victim was? Oh... Yeah, the victim did look like kind of a rich person. This is going a lot like the first case in the first game, too, actually. We should be making a move now, too. As you know, law isn't my field, but I'll do what I can to support my student. Thank you, Father. So is he gonna, like, stand by my side up there? That'd be cool. But, like, isn't he, like, famous when they know, like, when they find it a little weird? I mean, I guess it's not that weird for just because he's her dad. Oh, hey, Kirby. You wanna watch with me? You think we're gonna be okay in this case? I'm Susato Mikotoba, a judicial assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law... Okay, so here's the flashback. I accompanied a student of law on a study trip to Great Britain. But 2 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan. Right. Oh, there he is. There's that Phoenix Wright. How many times have I wished that he were here, I wonder? Still, I have no choice now but to steel myself for the trial ahead. When she says goodbye in the first game, or like when she's telling Naruhodo that she has to leave, it's a really heartfelt moment. I was pretty deeply touched by a lot of that in the first game. Wish me luck, Naruhodo-san. Okie dokie. Will do. I wonder, like, are we gonna have the prosecutor, the same prosecutor, Van Zieks? I will be honest, actually. In the first game, I was a little bit underwhelmed by Van Zieks, and I don't know if that's because, like, all of his stuff happens in this game. It didn't seem like he got to do that much. But he was still intimidating. He was the vampire. Oh, no, it's that guy! Yeah, he was like a vampire and shit. And he did the foot thing. That was hilarious. He was good. He was a good prosecutor. But almost like... It's hard to describe. Like, I don't know. I just felt like he was going to be more central to the main story. Maybe he will in this game. I don't know. This court is now in session to hear the trial of Rei Membani. Membami? Oh my god, look at this jackass. What the hell? Oh, Auchi, Auchi. It's like Payne and Auchi, you know. The prosecution is really ready to proceed, Your Excellency. Oh my god, I look so cool! Oh man, how can you not... Oh, it's so pretty. How can you not see through it? Oh, Defense Counsel, are you ready? Yes, Your Excellency. Don't talk to her. I'm ready. Oh, him! Him! Yeah! Oh my god. She's like all the same mannerisms. Like the shifty eyes. It's so funny. Oh my god. Also, look at this guy's beard. Like, that's like 7 tree trunks going up into his body. He must be full of branches in there. According to your registration details, your name is... Ryutaro Naruhodo. Is that correct? It's Ryunosuke, isn't it? Or did she just change the name a little bit? Maybe she's pretending to be like his brother or something? Ryutaro? Oh yes, I had to come up with a suitable male name for you for this little picture. Wait, don't say that out loud! So I'm afraid to say I simply put down the first name that sprung to mind. So, well, Counsel? Oh, yes, that's right. That's me. Yep, I'm totally him. Haha! Yes, I am Ryutaro, he who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruhodo clan. This is not gonna go well. She's gonna get found out, and I don't know when. Is this just like for this case, or is she gonna be doing this for the whole game? That's I wonder. It seems Ryutaro may need to consider how better to uphold his manly act first and not overdo it. Wait. Why are you're giving it away, dude? And those wild, wide eyes just aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen. Naruhodo? A fresh face in this courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, dude. Hey, you're kinda hot for a guy, let me tell you. But the name Naruhodo, would that perchance be the guy who kicked my ass in the first game? You may be thinking of Ryunosuke Naruhodo, currently in Britain as part of a study program. This is, his cousin. Okay. That's right, Ryutaro here has been studying in the provinces, but what's called... Actually, I don't want to say that name too fast, because it sounds like a really bad word, so, maybe it's called Ryu? I don't know. Anyway, what's called the cat, because you never know if the algorithm's gonna spot that and think, oh, he's saying something else. I assure you, in matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any of Tokyo's preeminent lawyers. Those jackasses don't know crap. Any of them. Tut tut tut, what a pitiful situation. Having been rejected by every lawyer in the capital, the accused has had to call him a country boy. How dare you, Susato, it's everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy. I won't have you making fun of her. What? Oh, it's, oh, you better stop that. Please be careful, Ray. Oh, it's hot in here. I gotta tell you, what an unrefined tomboy we have here. But I wonder, is your gallant and dashing lawyer up to the challenge of defending you? His wide, skittish eyes very much suggest that he is not. Ugh, I'm so nervous. Damn it. Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, eyes are wont to flit. Oh, man. This is... I can't believe this. Like, well, they definitely changed it up. Oh, he's gonna show up in, like, Case 2, and then... Or between Case 1 and Case 2, and do the rest of them himself. And then she'll be able to go back to being her cool self. She has, like, this thing where she throws you on the ground, and it's, like, really fun. The case to be heard on this day is a matter of great significance for our national interest. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume the outcome of this trial may well affect the very future of our empire. Really? Well, no sweat. No pressure, huh? Just like the trial 9 months ago. And yet for proceedings of such importance, we have this! Unknown Yoko by the dock? Dear me. Well, there might be connections already brewing here to the first game. Well, perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assess the defense. To determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom. Can't get used to practice with an S, that's weird. 9 months ago, when a certain other Naruhodo stood where you're standing now. Him, yeah, that guy. That jackass raising his hand. The same judge tested him as well. And he barely got by, let me tell you. Even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors. I mean, I wouldn't tell him that, but... You know. For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this will be easy. So, Counselor, do you consent to answering some simple questions? Do I need to look... Oh, I took off the cape thing. Okay, oh man. Alright, it's time to prove myself. Oh, that's all the same mannerisms. It's unreal. It's like they just slapped a girl face on the old... Oh god, this is weird. Like, man, you really gotta try to hide those boobs, I tell you. Like, she did a pretty good job, I guess. Maybe she got a strap like Robin in case 5-3. Yes, Your Excellency. Why didn't Robin ever come back? She was cool. Anyway, but please do make them simple. Yeah, sure. I haven't, like, looked at the court record yet. Can I do that? Very well. To start with, you will state the name of the victim. Oh, fuck me. Well, that is simple. I couldn't forget that if I tried. Is it just gonna say it? What's the matter? Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, minds are wont to blank. But it's not surprising, really. I mean, it's your first time in this position, and in that, guys, even a bright spark like you is bound to flicker and falter a little under the circumstances. Why do I talk so fast? I don't know. Oh dear, this is a dismal failure. Don't fret. You need only use the knowledge you've gained as a judicial assistant to overcome the problem. Tutorials, how we don't miss the... Yes, the answer will be amongst the key information about the case in the court record. That's right, just use R to open the court record. Well, there we go. Right now, or after this dialogue box. Then you need to flip to the people section with R. And don't take too long over it, His Excellency is watching you closely. Yeah, sure. Let me take a drink. Sure thing. Alright. I'm waiting, Counsel. Yeah, sure. Okay, we can do it. Oh, well, let me look at my stuff first. Time of death, just after 2 p.m. Death is believed to be due to trauma to the victim's lung from a knife blade. Shit. Only a single wound was identified. Okay, so that'll be important. Now, people. We have Yujin Mikotoba, who is 43. He's younger than me. Damn it. This happened to Luka-Jin, too. I mean, I'm about to be as old as Von Karma was in the fourth case of Investigations 1. That is depressing. Anyway, a medical school professor at the Imperial Yume University. He is an authority in forensic medicine in charge of the university's laboratory. He also happens to be my father. I noticed I'm not in here. My best friend, 16, who works as an assistant to my father at his laboratory at the Imperial Yume University. She's defending this case. Giselle Brett, 25. It's just... Wait a minute. That's like... Wasn't she the suspect, like the killer, in the first case of the first game, or am I misremembering? The victim of the case, who was a former British exchange student. 9 months ago, she was found guilty of... Oh, well, there you go. Of the murder of visiting professor, Dr. John Wilson. And Taketsuchi Auchi, the lead prosecutor of this case... I love lip smacking, sorry. The lead prosecutor of this case, who appears to be struggling to accept the changes afoot as a result of the turbulent times in Japan, the Meiji era. Right. Also, we have evidence, but that's the first page. Okay, I'm waiting, Counsel. What is the name of the victim in this case? They should, like, totally make you get on the Switch, you know, type it in. But, no, we got this.
Yes!
Yes! Ha-ha! I pledge to tell the whole truth, to say the whole truth, to tell the whole truth. The name of the victim who lost her life in this case was Miss Giselle Brett. Holy shit, how did you know that? Giselle Brett. A name that will never be forgotten in the courtrooms of our country, I'm sure. That's why no other lawyers wanted to take the case, then. Ugh. Being a member of our Empire's judiciary, you will be well aware of the significance of that name, asshole. What? Who are you calling an asshole? So let me pose another simple question. As you know, Miss Brett was a visiting student from the Empire of Great Britain. Why then is her name indelibly associated with our own Empire's judicial history? Obviously, you won't have forgotten that case from 9 months ago. No, not at all. No, I remember every single detail. But if it's proven hard to recall the finer points, you can use the current record. Yeah, obviously, I still remember. Yep, that was the start of everything. Yes, it was. Giselle Brett. Oh, Kirby, he hasn't been eating much lately. I'm worried about him. Emil comes home tomorrow, so maybe he'll be happier then. Such a sweetie. Giselle Brett, behind the woman's student persona, was the face of a killer. Queen Victoria.
Yes!
Wow. I almost want to pick some of these wrong answers. I'm starting to remember now why I didn't do that as much, because I've been watching the old videos of, like, Spirit of Justice, and I keep wishing that I would pick the wrong answers just to see what it says. 9 months ago, a visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial University was killed, and the culprit was Giselle Brett. Yes, she was a killer. There's a song that says that somewhere, I don't remember. At the time, our country had just signed a new treaty with the Empire. Yeah, that's the visual right there. We just signed a new treaty with Great Britain. And it was in the midst of this delicate diplomatic situation that the incident occurred. An Englishman, Dr. John H. Wilson, was shot dead. Thank God it's doing this. Oh, because I didn't remember, like, a lot of the details. I believe he was an associate of yours, Professor Mikotoba. Yes, he was. He was also my best friend. I may have kissed him once, but I don't really remember. Yes, I was indebted to the man. He had been my mentor when I went to London to study forensic medicine. Indeed, it was I who invited him here to Japan as a visiting professor at the university. Kirby's trying to crawl up on me now. Just take a picture of him, he looks so cute right now. Naturally, the murder of an Englishman in our soil was a matter the government wished to resolve rapidly. Indeed it was, which is why a secret trial was conducted here at the Supreme Court. Now I got the donkey voice. Holy shit, dude. A student of the Imperial Yume University was arrested on suspicion of murder. A second-year English language student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. That's him right there, that's my Mia. Oh, why do you have to die? His bandana was so cool, the way it fluttered in the breeze. Even though there wouldn't be no breeze in the courtroom, but still fluttered, because that's just how cool he was. With the help of his best friend, a student lawyer, the accused conducted his own defense. Mostly. And exposed the despicable crime committed by Miss Giselle Brett. And it was amazing. Oh man, Miss Brett eventually admitted to her crime. However, when questioned about the motive that drove her to take Dr. Wilson's life, she gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion. That was kind of a mystery, wasn't it? Immediately after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We were unable to sentence Miss Brett according to our empire's laws. It was decided that she would be removed to Shanghai, China, and... Whoa! Why there? Jeez. Why Shanghai? Yeah, I know. Well, they... Oh. There's a British consular court there. Really? Is that true? Maybe it's like one of those, totalitarian... Or, no. Like, oh god, what was that word they kept using in, the last case of Investigations 1? The totalitarian rights or something? Okay, I can't think of what it was, but while I was thinking, though, I remembered that I really loved this song. This is bringing back memories, because I played this, like, last year when I first moved here, so it's... I oversaw the negotiations personally. Did you? The date of her transfer to Shanghai was finally settled upon only last week. What? So, is she still here? They said the date of the transfer was settled on last week, so unless the date was within the next 7 days, she might still be here. All that remained of our Empire's obligations was to see the woman safely on board a steamship. Well, shit, that's easy. And yet, the very day before her departure, the English woman was killed. Ah, somebody killed her before she could get away. On the day before? Is there some reason they didn't want her to get there? Maybe she was taking the fall for somebody? Jeez. That will do. I'm satisfied the counsel for the defense is sufficiently capable of representing the defendant. Well, gee, I wouldn't be standing here otherwise. Ah, thank you, Your Excellency. Over the first hurdle. Yes. Now a summary of the incident, if you please. Prosecutor Auchi. Man, don't be doing those fancy poses. Don't make you look cool. You're just a jackass. That's your wish, Your Excellency. I don't know, though. It's like, I can't bring myself to totally hate the guy. Like, really. The repugnant crime took place on the 11th of August in broad daylight, so it was probably hot that day, which really sucks. Oh, this is pretty. I would sleep here. On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, under a bright blue sky, at a secluded bathing spot by the sea. Oh, that's so pretty. This reminds me of, like, the setting for Case 1-4, actually. The Gourd Lake. Yeah. The incident occurred inside a small beach hut erected for bathers to rest or change their clothes. Ugh, just right on in there. Gosh, she didn't even get to change. Sucks, man. She has something in her hand, like a pen. Was she about to sign something? The cause of death was a single stab wound to the posterior abdomen that pierced the victim's lung. An injury which proved fatal. Also, Naoto's online right now. There were 2 persons alone together in the beach hut at the time of the victim's death. Oh, her and Ray, right? Miss Brett in her bathing attire. What? This didn't look like it in the picture. Then the accused, Ray Mambani. Are you serious? No, it can't be that easy. What am I going to point out in the picture? Anything on her? Actually, accordingly, there could be no doubt of the accused's guilt, especially when we consider she had a powerful motive. The police arrived rapidly at the scene. I can't wait to hear about the motive, jeez. The police arrived rapidly at the scene and promptly arrested the young lady. Alright. We have a story here. Oh, I love when murders take place in an awesome setting like that. Like, I'll be honest, I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm not crazy about when the setting is like a big concert or something like that, or a big show, or, you know, stuff. It's so many of Phoenix Wright cases take place in settings like that. It's like, if I went over them, there's probably 1 in every single game, maybe 2 in some of the games. But anyway, I'm not going to list them all here because you know what I'm talking about. That extraordinary description of events leaves me somewhat lost for words, I must say. Your way of putting a story to the pen is just blows my mind, man. Yeah, that was a pretty good summary. It's full of words that raise an awful lot of questions. That's true, it was. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution counsel on what he said about... Well, I'm confused about the motive. Why would she possibly have a motive? Being alone together, I mean, if that was the way it was, then yeah. And also, if they were alone together, how would anybody know that? Unless they were also there. The bathing spot, I don't really have a problem with. I'm going to try the motive. Huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, she doesn't do the thing that Naruhodo does. Like, when Naruhodo slaps his hands down, like, they make a different sound, and then he looks over at his hand like, wait, was this supposed to make that sound? And it's, like, funny. You're clearly exaggerating. Powerful motive is a blatant overstatement. Good start. Tut tut tut! Is the yokel boy using long words he doesn't fully understand? I beg your pardon. No matter, let us put this to the accused, shall we? Alright. Mimbami-san, you're a research assistant at the Imperial University, I believe. Yes, I am. I'm working with Professor Mikotoba in his... Oh, maybe because of the John case? I can confirm that the defendant is an excellent assistant with a strong sense of responsibility. Fascinating to hear. Now another question. Prior to your work with Professor Mikotoba, whose research were you assisting then? Oh. She was the John Wilson guy. Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, that's a motive. So Giselle killed John Wilson. Yeah, she would maybe want to get revenge. I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know though. Like, shit like that happens. And I'm not saying it's okay, but would a 16-year-old girl really want to... I mean, I don't know, there's no telling. The visiting English professor... God, this music is so good. Who was murdered by Miss Brett 9 months ago. Nice shoes. I like those shoes. The accused had a deep-seated respect as for her former mentor, Dr. Wilson. Is that not true? Well, of course. Dr. Wilson was a wonderful man. I loved him. Interesting. Then tell the court what deep-seated feelings you had towards the English woman who killed him. Well, I hate her guts. Well, obviously I was filled with hatred for what she'd done. A powerful hatred. That's okay. That's natural. Like, no. I think it's okay. Like, she should be honest. And they're gonna try to use that against her, but, like, if we can find the truth, it won't matter. The motive was revenge, plain and simply, Your Excellency. Oh! Mm-hmm. Well, it was clearly a trap all along. How wicked of him to use Ray's undying respect for her former mentor against her like that. I must find out more details, and something we can use to bolster our defense. Alright, as a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution counsel on what he said about... Also, we're just gonna go through all these. That's alright, being alone together. Mimbani-san? Yes? What is it, Susato? Naruhodo-san? I'm really starting to wish we'd made my alias Ryu Susato. Yeah, I don't know. Please tell the court why exactly you were present at the bathing spot with the victim in the first place. And why you were alone with her? I mean, did you all just happen to be there? I doubt it's that simple. Well, no, that's not true. It wasn't like that at all. There were other people present. A detective who was guarding Miss Brett for starters. A detective? Ooh, could it be? No, I'm just kidding. I was just asked to accompany Miss Brett. Man of Gumshoe? No, Gumshoe wouldn't turn up in this game because it takes place in the past. Yeah, never mind. It could be like an ancestor of him. But then again, it's possible that, like, Sholmes is an ancestor of him. I don't know. Sholmes is so cool, by the way. Oh, you know, if you know, you know. Anyway, I was just asked to accompany Miss Brett as a companion, that's all. By who? Did she ask you herself? But let us be clear. At the moment of her death, you were alone together with the victim in the hut. You and no one else. You and no one else. You do it to yourself. You do. The truth is, there was only one reason why this young woman accompanied Miss Brett on her bathing sojourn. Sojourn? Oh, who's using the big words, pal? It was the accused's last chance to take the victim's life. Oh. She wouldn't be that stupid. Because as we know, the following day would see Miss Brett extradited to the British authorities in Shanghai. Oh, I see. This was like her last chance before she got away. And the accused would never have an opportunity to dispatch her again. How simple can it get? Slam that desk. Kindly refrain from conjecture, counsel. This is killing my throat. I can't believe this. Gee, my throat hasn't been this bad in a while. Maybe I'm overdoing it a little bit. I probably am. The prosecution counsel seems to enjoy using provocative tricks like that. But for now, at least, we need to assemble more facts. Try not to let him goad you. Yeah, like, he hasn't presented anything that's even remotely a threat to us yet. So this is really terrifying, but Father's right. I mean, I guess the motive a little bit, but we can work around that. As a lawyer, I'm allowed to pick up the prosecution. So should I have said this first, maybe? Or did we need to say all three things? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. If I may, Prosecutor Auchi, he always looks so weird when they raise their hand. So what do you want, you fresh-faced young yokel student? I wonder, could you explain, please? You mentioned a bathing spot. Yeah, it's so cool out there, I go there all the time. My apologies, clearly my modernity has confused the poor country bumpkin's simple mind. But you got some wit for a blumpkin. Bathing spots are the very latest trend in health practices from the West. I want to go to a bathing spot, hell yeah, dude. We are told that bathing in the water of the ocean is curative, therapeutic, and excellent for the skin's... No, that's not what I meant! I was referring to the fact that Miss Brett had, to all intents and purposes, been found guilty of murder. Why would a known criminal have been relaxing by the sea? Yeah, my boyfriend just died. Why am I showering? I don't know why I quote that so much. For all time's sake, I believe. Sorry? Well, I mean, she probably had, like, like, people watching over her, you know, like... What do you call it? Not bodyguards, but like agents or something. Miss Brett was to depart for Shanghai the following day. Her final wish, as it were, was to enjoy a day at our country's wonderful coast. Is that asking so much? And the British Embassy put extreme pressure on our government to comply. I mean, I imagine they would. But on what grounds would we agree to such a request? We? Because as usual, our government is unable to stand up to foreign powers. They're such wusses, I tell you. In matters of diplomacy, it seems we don't even have the courage to decline the whims of a known criminal. Don't look at me, Professor. It was the government who granted permission, not I. Go talk to the president, man. In any case, it was decided that with a dedicated detective on duty, nothing could go wrong. Yeah, so, detective, basically, then. Not an agent, not a bodyguard. But in fact, a murder did take place, so where was he? Or where were they? Maybe the detective is the one who did it. I said don't look at me. It was that young student girl who did it, not I. No one has proved that yet. I wouldn't provoke the man if you don't need to. Oh man, the hammer animation seems more threatening in this game than in the others. Maybe because they show it, like, all the way from when he draws it back to the... Never mind. I believe we all have a clear picture of this incident now. Despite her guilt being determined, why do I have the same voices as the judge 9 months ago? Miss Brett managed to avoid incarceration, instead continuing her research work at the university. Obviously, over that period, she and Ray would have encountered each other on a number of occasions. Seeing the murderer of the mentor for whom she had such great respect enjoying such undeserved liberty. Yes, even if it was only temporary until Miss Brett's extradition to Shanghai. You can hardly blame Ray for her feelings of anger and resentment. I mean, yeah, I guess I would understand that. Like, if you're just hanging around somebody that you know killed... It's amazing they let her do that, jeez. Oh, I can't believe there's not other students that might have wanted to kill her, too. Or at least get back in some way. Like, she can't be the only one. Like, that's why I say the motive is not a big deal. Because a lot of people would have had that motive. So, Your Excellency, if you'd be so kind as to peruse this exhibit. Of course, she was the one that was with her, so we can't ignore that. A photographic print that shows the scene of the crime immediately following the grim incident. Oh. Did they kill her and a swan? Jeez. I know that's her hat, I'm just saying. Did she just not get a chance to change? There was a dress on a stand in there? This doesn't look like a place for people to change. It looks like something built just for her. I don't know. As you can clearly see, there was nowhere within the hut that anyone else could have hidden. Could have hidden under the dress. I doubt it, though. The court looks up this photographic print as evidence. The photograph of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. As I understand it, then, the victim and the defendant were alone inside the beach hut at the time. Yes. This is deeply troubling, I must say. The finger of guilt points firmly at the defendant. Well, Your Excellency, naturally the prosecution has much more to its case. Sure you do. We intend to prove the accused's appalling actions beyond all possible contention. To that end, I can confirm that we have multiple witnesses to the crime and damning evidence. Damn. Witnesses? But who? Oh boy. The only other thing... Okay, there is one other thing. Maybe I should just wait till I get there to say it. There's something I've seen that I know about this game. It's kind of maybe a spoiler. There's a character that shows up really briefly in the first game. It doesn't really do anything. But I saw them in a thumbnail for somebody's Let's Play of this game. So I know they turn up in this game too. That's all I'll say about that. Also, they have a triangle mouth. One of whom I might add is a highly respected police detective. So, the detective, the one that was watching her. I assure you, the testimony of these witnesses will leave no room for doubt. I mean, I can see why the detective wouldn't have been in there with her while she was changing. But she didn't seem like she changed. Then again, were they really going to draw that? I don't know. Draw a dead woman in a bikini? Probably not. Very well then, counsel, bring forth your witnesses. Here we go again. Oh, goddamn. Don't sound so drab about it, man. I mean, I'm excited about this. I might actually win this case. Huh. I, Takatsuchi Auchi, have been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh, Lord. Sorry. Oh, yes, I haven't forgotten. That trial 9 months ago, here in this very courthouse, when I lost to that butthead. Oh, yeah. I really humiliated you. Yeah, they did. So you're still sweating about it. Ooh, man! Man, I laughed like that in Justice for All like 100 times. And every single time, it was like so stupid. This insult to the Auchi family name will never be forgotten. You'll become conceited with age, counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. I'm not going to be having a lot of lines in this game, so I have no problem giving this guy a ridiculous voice, but it's the way of the world, may you never forget that. Oh, shit! Dude! Well, that's how the hair got like that. Oh, that was cool. See, they do the cinematic stuff like this in these games. I love it. It's so good. Strike the head of a samurai whose top knot has been cut, and the bell of cultural enlightenment tolls. Yes, on that fateful day, my former self died. Start of your own mini Meiji revolution. Are you modernizing as well, counsel? Silence! Since I swore revenge back then, there has been a minor miracle atop my head. Observe the Auchi growth. That thing right there? Is that going to be evidence later on? Like, when we take it off and it's going to turn out that there's like a picture of somebody in there? You see this seed of hope sprouting forth from the barren expanse of my crown? Yeah, so you use Rogaine, big deal. But you should have used it on the whole head, not just on that one spot. I'm afraid I can really... How many more things can they do with this guy? Like, seriously. I mean, it's just the same guy every time. Today I faced another local student in our article, but I'll vanquish you. And my victory will be fertilizer for the seed of hope atop my head. You've been warned. I bet when we win this case, that comes off. I don't know how yet. Maybe we'll shave it. Maybe... we'll see. With that, the prosecution calls the witnesses to the stand. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this. It looks like the stakes are high on both sides in this trial. Whew, the prosecution and defense each has much to lose. A haircut is hardly comparable to Ray's life. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Alright, witness. What? Holy, what are you doing? Oh, God, these guys. Oh, these are both characters from the first game. So, okay, Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga. So he was like one of, I think, the investigators in the first game? Imperial Police Bureau, and this has obviously... The guy on the right was like the suspect in Case 4, and we got him off. So, I don't know what he's been up to lately, but he probably still does the teeth thing, so let's look forward to that. Imperial Police Bureau on disguise officer, anyway. You look like you're in a prison outfit, dude. Also, you have a turtle strapped to your head. What the heck? And I am, well, the next big thing in books, and author renowned throughout the capital, in fact, yes. Soon to be sold out, the satirical I Am a Cat, sensational success by Sosuke Natsume. Yeah. This guy was a little annoying at first in the other case, but he kind of grew on me, so yeah. Struggling student from the provinces, please. You needn't be in awe of me. I needn't. It's only natural that you'd feel nervous in my presence, but all of you please relax. Call me Sosuke, even. Yeah, sure. Where's this Sosuke-san doing here? I know. Jeez. Tread carefully, Susato. That author fellow knows you from your time in London, doesn't he? If he exposes you for who you really are, this will be over before it's begun. Yes, of course, I know. I'll keep the man voice up. Don't worry, I won't forget, even though I have a couple of times already. I presume Sosuke-san won't have forgotten about me. I could certainly never forget him. We're gonna get flashbacks for that. So I don't remember everything about that case either. A lot of cases in the first game I noticed were like accidents. Accidental deaths. I was about to say accidental, and I pronounced one. Yeah, like, you would get somebody off, but it turned out that nobody actually did it, or it would be like an accident. It was really weird. So, I would almost say that's a complaint, but not really. I don't know. Although he does seem to have changed somewhat in the 6 months or so since I last saw him. And as for Inspector Hosonaga, that amazing outfit is hard to believe. Dubious. Hard to believe. Do I have something on my face? No, it's on your head. Like your glasses, for one. Although they don't seem to be helping you see. Good lord. Thank goodness he hasn't recognized me either. Oh, I suppose it's this disguise, is it? Ah, shoot. I thought that appearing here in the clothes I was wearing at the time would make for a more faithful testimony. It is my guiding principle to carry out all testimonies flawlessly. Yeah, a Von Karma trade, no doubt. Ooh, is he like an ancestor of Von? Nah, he's not. Huh, well, I can appreciate why an Imperial Police Bureau detective might have been present. But what business did a writer such as yourself have being at the scenes, Sosuke-san? Oh, well, my book sold so well, I just had to buy tickets, man. Well, you see, I'd been asked that day to give a lecture. I forgot what voice I gave this guy already. On the morning of the incident at the Imperial Yumi University's Grand Lecture Hall, no less. Oh. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. That's moving on up. After the lecture, I had a big, pleasant conversation with a researcher from the Medical Science Department. I'm skipping letters left and right. The professor over there, in fact. Oh. Well, there you go. I guess he just didn't have time to mention that. Huh. Yes, that's right. I was arranged by one of the newspapers. It was arranged by one of the newspapers. They wanted some story or other about 2 former students who'd studied in Great Britain. That's right, yeah, because he was also an exchange student. Of course, being a renowned author, the press never leave me alone. They secretly spy, snapshots, scribble stories, and screw up my privacy. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute pose. When she would tilt her head at you in the first game, it was the most adorable thing ever. As you can see, the conversation was written up in this newspaper here. Oh gosh, I'm hot. Read it at your leisure, my provincial, struggling student friend. I have plenty of copies. Thank you very much. He practically threw that paper at me. Oh. I already have a big pile of sheets of paper next to me over there. I don't know if that's mine. I hope it's not. Anyway, following my interview with the professor, the lady in question appeared and made a very unexpected announcement. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. Those were her words. As I explained before, Miss Brett was never taken into custody. She continued to work in my laboratory under strict surveillance of... Okay, well, thank God for that. Jeez. At which utterance, the university immediately contacted the government to seek guidance. And the response was, permit Miss Brett to go as long as a detective accompanies her. Maybe the government knew that, like, because what if it... I can't get past this thing about maybe she was taking the fall for somebody. I mentioned that before. It's like, why else would they give her so many privileges unless maybe they knew something? Or, there must have been more to that first case or something. That detective I'm at liberty to divulge was me, Chief Inspector Satoru Hosono. Okay, alright. So it was you. I like that they're using the same characters. That's one thing about Phoenix Wright before, and it's like, again, I'm not trying to complain about the previous games, but, like, you would see characters one time and then you'd never see them again. I was just talking about, like, you know, Robin from 5-3, or Viola was always one of my favorites. Never got to see her again. Sometimes characters would come back, but it would be, like, one time, like Penny Nichols or whatever, you know? Like, so yeah, I like that these characters are kind of recurring here, because it feels like your investment of getting to know them is actually, like, paying off in some way. It's kind of cool. Thereby the entire party departed cordially for the seaside, it seems. It was extremely challenging to clear all other members of the public from the vicinity of the beach. Oh, so they did have to... Oh, he's still coughing. Unfortunately, I'm at peak physical fitness at the moment, so... yeah, I'll take your... What? Dude! Dude! What the hell? Are you looking at this right now? Oh my, Inspector, you... Oh, manly voice. You do have something on your face now. Oh, damn it. I was hoping that would go away. How unsightly, I do apologize. I apologize. Now! Does that mean you went to the beach too, Father? Oh, no, fortunately, I had work to finish off. But unfortunately, of course, it meant that, as my assistant, Ray was invited to take my place. Oh. Wait a minute, she was invited to take his place. Now, who knew about that? If he was originally supposed to go? Yeah, like her going as a last-second decision might come up in the future. Of course, being a renowned author, I didn't like to decline the invitation. There's the teeth thing. Oh, I knew he was gonna do it. Ah, but if only I had, I'd never seen that awful sight. Relentlessly racked by remorse and regret. Yeah, that's his thing. Alliteration, and now he has, like, little cronies backing him up. That's awesome. Very well, I must now ask you to present your formal testimony to the court. You will give an account of all that you witnessed on your impromptu excursion to the coast. So are we going to have, like, the jury thing? Because that was... Oh, God, I haven't even mentioned that yet. That was the coolest part of the game, hands down. The first game was the thing with the scales, where they would vote guilty or not guilty, and the scales would tip back and forth depending on who was winning. It just always felt so good. Or, like, even when you were losing, it felt good because you knew it would turn around. I need to stop talking about it, but whatever. I'm just gushing here. Man, I'm up to 53 minutes already. Of course, Your Excellency. Actually, this might be a good place to actually leave off here and to start the testimony in the next one, so, because I don't want to go, like, too long, because I remember my capture software kind of freaks out if I let it go over an hour in one session, so. Relentlessly racked by remorse and regret I am, yeah. Alright then. Man, look at these two chocobo butts! Oh my god! The witnessed scene, yes. Okay, that's where we're stopping. We're stopping on the chocobo butts. I can't believe this. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Oh my god, I'm not gonna regret it though. Oh, I'm so excited to be doing this though. Been talking about it for long enough, man. Oh, alright, see you guys next time. Goodbye. Yes.